Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Jeanette, I'm the Project Junkie. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. And if you're returning, so glad to see you again. Make sure you leave a comment below. If there's something that you would like me to attempt to make, I would be so happy to give it a shot. We make all kinds of things here. I crochet all kinds of things. I don't use patterns. For the tutorials that I show you, I have made up my own patterns, and my own patterns is what I teach you. Today's tutorial, we're going to make something a little bit different because if you're like me, I'm always looking for something new and different to put in my crochet vendor market booth. And I've had a little bit of trouble recently with, the crocheted towels. They're not wanting to move off my tables at all. I have seen these towel holders where you put them over the oven door and put a towel through them, and they look really cool, and they're kind of a new trendy thing that's going on. And I made one for the tutorial, and while I was uploading the videos to edit them, I made the second one. So they go very fast. They take very small amounts of material. I make them in different colors, and I sell them for $6 each. Any colors you want. 3 people have discovered that I make these, and I've already sold 10 of them to those 3 people. So I know they sell. I am making them in sets of 2, just in case they want sets, or they may want different colors. You never know what people want. But I do know that they like these, so I'm going to put them in my booth, and I've already started searching for markets this year. And I have already signed up for my first one, and it is in June, so they're booking already 6 months out. So if you're looking to get in the markets, start looking around your area for where you want to go. I am actually helping to host a craft show here where I live. I am actually the executive director of this. It'll be my first time, so I have no idea what I'm getting into. I have no idea what's coming up, but I expect to learn an awful lot. And I am taking the knowledge that I have obtained from all of you out there that I watch, and yes, I do watch a lot of you, and I am going to put all that information to good use to help other vendors in our area, and we're going to have our own craft show. And this will be the first time. We are hoping to do this twice a year, but this is the first time, and hopefully it will turn from a 1-day event into a 3-day event. That's the goals. So wish us luck with that one. Stay tuned for more information on that one. I'll keep you posted on how that goes. But for now, this tutorial is how to make an oven door handle towel ring. So let's get into today's video. For this tutorial, you will need a pair of scissors, a darning needle, your crochet hook, and I'm using a 7mm crochet hook. You will need your yarn color, and I am using Big Twist blanket yarn, and it's just a neutral color for kitchens. And you will need some wooden rings. Now, there are different kinds of wooden rings that you can get. These came from Hobby Lobby, and as you can see, they are $1.99 for 2. That's kind of expensive if you're going to make a lot of these. They are 2.95 inches. The 3-inch size works really good if you're going to put these over an oven handle, but if you're going to use them for a drawer pull to hold a towel from a drawer, you need a smaller size, which would be like the 2-inch, and it'd have like an inch in the middle, which doesn't leave a lot of room for a hanging towel. So be very careful what size rings you get, because it does make a difference between a drawer and an oven towel. Now, I have gotten these rings, which are just slightly bigger. They're slightly bigger than the ones from Hobby Lobby, and it is the circumference of the ring. This is a ring that I got from Walmart, and this is the one from Hobby Lobby. The one from Hobby Lobby, you can see, is a little bit smaller. Fits better into a drawer pull. It just depends on what kind of drawer pull they have, but I would go with a little bit smaller for a drawer pull. These I'm going to use for oven drawer towel racks. So from Walmart, this is what I've got from Walmart, and they were significantly less, by about half price, to buy them in bulk. And this is where they came from. the Juvail store, and I believe there were 30 of them in there for like $16, which significantly lowers the price. Overall cost for you. So to get started, I'm going to use the Walmart rings, and as you can imagine, you can use any stitch you want. I'm just going to make a pretty generic one so that you can get the idea of how I do this. Just insert your hook, hold your tail. I usually hold it behind the ring, just makes it a little easier. Hold the tail behind the ring, insert my hook into the ring, and pull up a loop and do a single crochet to attach that. That leaves your tail behind and you're ready to go. I do 7 of these stitches. And I just do 7 because this is what I like the current coverage to look like on these. You get your 7 and then chain 1 and turn your work. And I usually use this as my first stitch, and I go back in to the second row right against that ring, and I do 7 more single crochets, and I usually use this kind of loose so that it has a little bit of a give. If you use blanket yarn such as Bernat, this is a lot stiffer. Get to the end row, turn your work, chain 1 and turn your work, and just keep going back and forth with your same amount of stitches, that 7 stitches, chain 1, turn your work. There's 1. So you get to the end, chain 1, turn your work. And I do 12 rows of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When I get to the 12th row, I will meet you back here. Okay, when we get to the 12th row, pull this very long, finish off, remove your yarn, and you can see that here's your starting tail and here's your ending tail. Take this and I hold this ring up next to it, and then I thread this through here and I make 2 stitches or 2 rounds of the loop into each stitch on my base, just so that it matches the other end like this. Pull that pretty snug. Get down to the end, usually to that last loop. I kind of secure that in there. Like this, just so that it doesn't come out. And then I weave my end back to the center, or somewhere thereabout, like this. This end. And then I weave this end. Back down to that stitch. Tie this in a knot to secure it. Hide my tail in there. And there is your over the oven handle towel ring.